And awaiting for her there is Mars, the planet of action, of drive, of assertion, and of getting things done. This transit, this meeting of the moon and Mars in Virgo, is the how. It is the answer to the question, I have this big beautiful intention, now what? Your grand, courageous, heartfelt Leo intention needs a humble, practical, well thought out Virgo plan. Mars in Virgo is not a blunt instrument. It is like a surgeon's scalpel, incredibly precise, highly effective, and sharply focused. This is the energy that allows you to take your big, beautiful, heartfelt goal and break it down into small, manageable, practical steps. What is the very next email you need to send? What is the one phone call you need to make? What is the first item on the to-do list? Don't just dream it, schedule it, organize it, and do it. Mars demands action, and Virgo demands that the action be skillful, efficient, and well thought. This is how you build a cathedral, one perfectly laid brick at a time. It's about making your big vision real through small, consistent efforts. After her work in Virgo is done, the moon moves into the next sign, Libra. Libra is the sign of balance, of justice, of partnership, and most importantly, of the other. Here, your plan, your action meets the world. You've made your first precise move, Mars and Virgo, and now you get to see how it affects your relationships and your environment. Does it create harmony? Does it create friction that requires negotiation? Does it call for an adjustment, a rebalance? Libra asks us to consciously consider the impact of our actions on others and to actively work to find a fair, just, and beautiful balance. It's about building bridges, not walls. A courageous intention is born from the heart. It is translated into precise, practical, and skillful action. And then it is tested, adjusted, and balanced in relationship with the world and with others. This is the formula. This is how a dream stops being a dream and starts becoming your reality. This is how to move from a wish to a lived experience. Now, it is worth saying that the next 2 weeks are going to be challenging because Mars is a tough planet. Even when it's sharp and precise, there is often a lot of difficulty that comes from Mars. And Pluto is a difficult planet as well. And between Mars and Pluto is the Via Combusta. The Via Combusta is the point between 15 degrees Libra and 15 degrees Scorpio. The reason why it is a difficult place, the Via Combusta means the burnt road. It's a place that the moon has difficulty traveling because right in the middle of it is the exact degree of the moon's fall, the lowest place in the Zodiac where she struggles to manifest her fortunate ways. And she's traveling from this lunation to the next lunation. She's traveling past Mars through the Via Combusta onto Pluto, finally before meeting the sun again, the opposition. And so we have to think that this next 2 weeks are going to be challenging. And that's why it's really important now to make sure that our intentions are set with conviction. So let's bring all these threads together and land this back in our lives. We look at the world, we open our phones, we turn on the television, and it is incredibly easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel helpless, to feel cynical. The news cycle, by its very nature, tends to focus on what is broken. It fills headlines with stories of conflict and power struggles. We read about wars and the geopolitical maneuvering that fuels them, about nations facing difficult choices as deadlines for peace talks pass. We hear stories of people being displaced from their homes, of individuals facing uncertain futures, of economic systems that seem to create crisis, and of justice feeling impossibly far away. Like the ongoing trials of leaders, we hear of groups in conflict, of accusations, of grave actions, and the harsh realities of those caught in the middle. It can feel like a relentless, crushing tide of hardship, like the collective shadow of Pluto is everywhere. But that is not the whole story. It is a critically important part of the story, but it is not the entire truth of our daily lived human experience, not by far. The world is also simultaneously and mostly filled with an immeasurable and often unreported amount of goodness. It is filled with countless small, unseen acts of service, compassion, support, and generosity. The vast majority of people on this planet just want to live their lives in peace. We want to be of service to the people we love, and we want to feel cared for in return. We want to connect. We want to create. We want to love. We want to live from our heart. These are the quiet, steady beats of the human experience, regardless of the news cycle, regardless of what you see in your social media stream. This new moon in Leo is a powerful, fiery reminder that this desire is not a weakness. It is not a naive or foolish wish. It is, in fact, our deepest, most enduring strength. The eternal forces that seek to knock us off center, that pressure us to conform, to shut down, that dislodge us from our orbits, to become cynical, those forces are very real. The pressure is real, but our capacity to connect with and to act from our own heart is also real, and it is infinitely more powerful. It is the unwavering light of the sun within you. This is your personal invitation to check with your own center, to do the quiet work of finding that small, indestructible seed of your truest intention, and make a promise to yourself, not to anyone else, but to you, to nurture it with a compassion that is strong enough to look at the hard truths of your impact, and a courage that is brave enough to act anyway. Think of our lives. We are the center of our own solar systems. These planets, the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Eris, Makemake, all of them, Ceres, Chiron. These are all in our orbit, and we are at the center of our own universe. These planets are there to keep us centered, and if any one of them get knocked out of orbit by the behaviors of those we need in our life, we have to pull ourselves back into center to see the reality and to still choose love. You are the ruler of your own life. You are the sole authority on your own heart. This new moon is your movement to consciously, quietly, and courageously claim that throne, not with arrogance of ego, but with the deep, warm, unwavering integrity of a compassionate leader, leading yourself. Thank you so much for sharing this time and this space with me today. If this message resonated with you, if it sparked something in your heart, please consider doing a small act of service and sharing this video with someone you know who might need a reminder of their own courage and of their own light. If you'd like to connect with me further, deeper in a one-on-one session, we can take a look at your natal chart and see how these transits, these lunations are impacting you personally. Just head to my website, the link is in the description below, and book a reading with me. It's as simple as that. And it's a simple act that can make a big difference in someone's day when you connect with them and remind them of their own courage and their own light. So until next time, keep your eye on the sky and make a wish upon a star.